Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of The Bougie Life. I'm Megan and I live in a haunted house that was once owned by George Washington. Today, we're going to talk about the possessed ceiling fan and the voice of the little girl at the foot of my bed. All right, so it all begins. I'm coming home from work and I go upstairs to what was once our bedroom. And it is up the back staircase, so the servant's staircase. I'm going to turn it around so you can see. We affectionately call these stairs the death stairs because of how incredibly steep they are. So I come up to around here. It's summertime. We have plastic over the windows because these are new. The original windows were really in bad shape. And I noticed the plastic is just billowing. It is just whipping to beat the band. And I'm thinking, what on earth? Why is it doing that? And I look up, and the ceiling fan that was there at the time, which had no power going to it, it had never worked. The previous owners had told me it had never worked. So it had been installed and had never worked. Not one day in its life for 20 years. And all of a sudden today, I'm coming up the stairs and it is spinning like a top, 5 times faster than this new fan is doing now. Okay, I hope you guys can see this. And I look at it, I just stare at it sort of incredulously. And I continue to walk up the stairs. And by the time my foot touches this top stair, the ceiling fan goes from spiraling out of control to just completely like boo woo woo woo, and it just cuts off and slowly comes to a full stop. And I called my husband up here and I was like, Miguel, get up here. The ceiling fan is possessed. Da 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 da. And he did not believe me and thought I was insane because we could not get it to do it again. Like, we flipped the switch, we tried the remote, we tried everything. He thought maybe there was like something in my phone, like somehow the ceiling fan from the 1980s had like a smart chip in it, and somehow my phone triggered it to activate, or someone driving by in their car somehow. I mean, he was coming up with some really good theories. But yeah, that ceiling fan, I was not sleeping easy that night. So the next story is here, where there's a pile of crap. There used to be our bed, and we used to sleep there. And one day in the afternoon, I came up for a little nap. And I laid down and I closed my little eyes. But you know when you're like not asleep, but your eyes are shut, but you're totally, fully, completely conscious? I was laying there, again, daylight, middle of the afternoon. I hear the voice of a little girl at what was the foot of my bed, like she was standing right at the top of the stairs. And I heard, "You breathing?" Just like that. "You breathing?" And I just froze. And I slowly did one of these, I don't want them to know that I'm awake, but I'm awake kind of thing. Because maybe somehow if it doesn't think I'm awake, it won't hurt me. And I just sort of open my eyes. Obviously, no one is there. I get up, I go back down the death stairs ever so quickly without falling, and I run out of my house, and I stay in the yard until such time as I feel it is safe to return, after calling multiple and various sundry psychic mediums, energy workers, light workers, all these people that I never thought once in my life I would ever have an occasion to talk to or interact with, because they were all Fruit Loop, woo-woo, practitioners of the whatever. And yeah, so that is the story of the possessed ceiling fan. and the voice of the little girl at the foot of my bed.